Hey, 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 all you cool cats and kittens. We're so excited that you have joined us tonight for the inaugural episode of the Teacher Blab Show, the Reboot. And if you have been around since the original, you know how much fun we like to have. So stay tuned. Hey, 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 welcome to the Teacher Blab Show. Let's get the ladies in here, the cast of the Teacher Blab Show. Unmute, get them on. There you go. Hi, guys. Hello. We got to get Julie and Misty unmuted there.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, we just started and my husband just sent me a text message that the neighbors are complaining about us girls. We just started and they don't even have a
hard time with us then.
Do they?
Yeah.
Guys, how'd y'all like that intro, all you cool cats and kittens?
I'm laughing when you said that.
Should that tell you what we're going to be chatting about tonight? So this is our first live here on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. This is where all the fun is going to happen every Thursday night at 8 p.m. And we are going to be going live here on Facebook. I keep saying Facebook, but on YouTube. But what we need to do is somebody go ahead and pull up the live so that they can follow the chat. That is what I'm most concerned about, because if you are watching and you're in the chat, oh, there's the chat. I see the chat. Never mind. But if you pull it up on the YouTube channel, I think you'll be able to see the chat and somebody can be able to get it. We have got, I don't know how many people we have watching right now, but you know what? That's all right. You may be watching this on the replay. And to our replay viewers, thank you so much for hitting the play and watching this on the replay. If you are here live, we heart you so much. I think Shirai is live with us. I think is that who I saw?
Yeah. We miss you.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we have missed everybody. So let's go ahead and kind of explain what's going on in this crazy Blab Show world. So those of you who are originals may know that about what we decided 3-4 years ago, ladies. Was it 3-4? When was the last show?
4. Before when we started.
4 years
right?
ago.
Mm-hmm.
4 years ago, we started the Teacher
that long ago, though.
What'd you say?
It doesn't feel like it was that long ago, though.
It doesn't. It doesn't feel like it was that
We found each other again.
Like it's 4.
We've graduated kids. We've got divorces. We've had,
I moved schools. I bought a house.
Ex-husbands pass away. No, I didn't feed him to a tiger. Rochelle bought a house.
Julie and I are still Louisianians.
Julia, yeah, they're still Louisiana down in the cesspool of, the virus. So
No, I'm further away from that.
she's like, I'm further away. But guys, we were getting, everything that's been going on in the world has been super, super crazy. And we decided, I reached out to the ladies and I said, I'd actually reached out to them a couple months ago and said, hey, how do y'all feel about maybe doing a reboot? I'm getting messages on our Facebook page about when are y'all coming back? We actually had to shut down the show. We were the original Blab Show for Teachers. There were a couple of others that kind of came out of the woodworks after we started, but we were the original and we were live every week, sometimes multiple times a week, up until the end, until they actually shut down the platform. Whereas others had gone ahead and left the platform, but we were there, we were live, and we had so much fun. We would interview people, we would bring you different things that you might want to hear about and find out about. We had a lot of fun. One of our favorite guests was Principal Jerry Brooks, and we all agreed when we got together that we absolutely loved that one. But I basically reached back out to them and said, things are crazy. Things are crazy right now. How do y'all feel about getting the Blab show back together? And I mean, what did everybody say? Everybody was like,
Yeah, I've been wanting that. Let's do it.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Wait, does this make us the teacher's Zoom show now?
The teacher's Zoom show.
Yeah, but we're on YouTube.
Zoom slash.
If
YouTube, how are we gonna
in
make it?
if we're in 2020 now, are we the teacher's Zoom show?
You know, I think we could probably keep Blab because it's, talking.
It's the original.
And it is the original, but I do like that. The teacher's Zoom tube show. Is that what we need to say?
YouTube.
There, that's a good mixture right there.
The Zoom tube show, yeah. So they all agreed that we needed some fun in our lives and a little happy hour instead of all the constant training and tutorial videos. Hold up. We appreciate them and we love them and we love giving them. And we know that they have helped all of you tremendously, but I am seeing comments in other forums and on other websites and on Facebook groups and things that teachers are just overwhelmed. They're tired. They need the teacher workroom gossip center. That's what they need. They need some entertainment in their lives. So we thought we'll be that entertainment. So let's go ahead. For those of you who have not joined us on the Teacher Blab show before, we're going to reintroduce ourselves, and I'm going to start with Julie. Julie, go ahead and talk to everybody about who you are.
I'm from Louisiana, so I probably have an accent. Most people tell me that I do. Misty and I both, we Louisiana girls. I am still teaching. Let's see, the last time we did the Blab, I think I was actually teaching what I teach now. I'm teaching 3rd and 4th grade. I have one section of each. I teach math, science, and social studies. I'm at a little small private school. So between my 2 classes, I only have 30 children. Other than that, not a whole lot has changed with me. I'm trying to kind of reboot my Facebook page. I did a little refreshing and tweaking on it. That's Southern Teacher. You can find me there. I'm also on Instagram at Southern Teacher. I have a website that's at WordPress. I think it's Southern Teacher's Tales on WordPress, but I guess it's still there. Teaching life has just kind of taken over things for me, much like it did back then, and just school stuff in general, because now I am there's only 2 of us that kind of handle our school social media. I do our Instagram, our website, our Facebook page. We have a Twitter account and our school's website. So I keep kind of busy just doing that type stuff. So yeah, that's me.
Well, we are so, I love you, right? Like
yes.
we go way back. So
Yes, we do.
Julie and I go way, way, way back to about 2009.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a
I'd have to
long
look that
time.
up.
Back to our whole brain teaching days. Yeah. So I've known Julie forever. Now, Misty, since you're the next Louisiana girl, I'll let you go next. What's going on with your world? I know you've graduated a daughter or something.
Hey, yes, she did. She graduated since the Blab show. My name is Misty Severio. I live in Louisiana, but I have more of a Cajun accent. And so you're going to hear that. So, eating crawfish, frog legs. So you're going to probably hear me talk about that boudin. So that was my little trademark. Walk around with no shoes, just some fun stuff. So I teach 1st grade in Lake Charles, and I'm crazy about teaching blogspot.com and crazy about teaching all over Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And I'm in charge of my school's Twitter. And then I think the only new thing, I've been in 1st grade, and the only new thing is I'm now a cooperating teacher. So we now accept a student teacher. So I have a student teacher every single semester. So I'm mentoring students at our college in our town. So it's rewarding, and I've learned a lot and actually made myself a better teacher. So, and that's it. Yeah, my daughter's in college and my son's in high school. So I'm glad to be back. I'm so glad that we decided to do this again because I missed everybody.
You did online teaching too, right?
Yes, I teach at with VIP Kids. Teach online, teaching students how to read and speak English. So I teach the 11, 12, and 13-year-olds. I teach the little older ones.
You the older ones.
Yeah, and actually, I've always liked little ones, but I also teach at Tech Camp now. The past 4 years, I don't think I was doing it then, and I teach 5th and 6th grade. All week we teach them how to use technology and different activities. So that's a new thing that I've done. I forgot. It's been so long. It's like, well, y'all should know this, but y'all don't.
It has 4 years, people. 4
Yeah.
years. All right. Rochelle, it's your turn.
I mean, a lot's going on in 4 years. I'm Rochelle. I'm Roth's Rockstars all over social media. My website is rothsrockstars.com/it's dusty, and I don't know if it still exists, but like we'll get on that, okay? And then Roth's Rockstars Facebook, Roth's Rockstars Instagram, YouTube, but you know that's dusty too. You know, just killing it at life. So, and then so 4 years. So the year that we left, I left the classroom I left like the general classroom because I was teaching 1st grade when we were doing Blab show, and then toward the end was when I was making the choice to leave the classroom for like kind of health reasons and stuff. So I went part-time. I taught technology K-6 at the same school, and I did that for a year, and then I was like, for the love, I need out because I can't teach technology K-6. Like, bless Misty, because I can't do it. Like, you tell a 5-year-old to type in a username and password and you turn into a skeleton and be like, I'll be here all day. So 1 year, and that did me in. So I went to the wonderful school that I'm at now, and I'm back in 1st grade, and I love it. And you're gonna have to pry me out of 1st grade with your bare hands, because that grade, I'm telling you, there's nothing like a 1st grade class with those cute kids. See, Misty knows, she knows those 1st graders are the cutest little things. And I mean, like, professionally, that's where I've been. I'm trying to work on my teacher paid teacher and trying to build new things and get that back into my routine. And I bought a house, so I'm not renting or living at my parents' house anymore, because you know the old Blab shows were done in my parents' house in my bedroom. So, girl grew up. I bought a house.
You grew up. You became an adult.
I did, but then look at my background. So, welcome to my new home, classroom, whatever you want to call it now.
It looks very familiar. I know Misty and I are going, yeah, that's pretty much what our classrooms look like, you know, teaching with VIP kids. So I'm so excited. Now, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm trying to get me like big. I don't know how to do that. Oh, there we go. So for those of you who don't know who I am Farrah Henley, formerly Shipley from Miss Shipley's Classroom, now Farrah Henley Education. There's a lot that's happened in 4 years. So I have gone through a divorce and a remarry and a complete rebrand and retirement. I left the classroom after 20 years to follow a dream that I had, and I think my husband has as well, or he's just, you know, accommodating my dream, but that was to travel full time. And so we currently, in 2016, I left the classroom. He retired from law enforcement, and we sold everything we owned, house, cars, the coffee cup out of my hand. My daughter-in-law, actually, we had an estate sale, and she actually sold the coffee cup out of my hand. And we hit the road, and we decided to travel full time. So we have been traveling the country. We started off in a large apartment on wheels, a big old 43-foot fifth wheel. And then we did that for 3 years. And then a year ago, well, actually in October, we decided to go even smaller into a smaller bumper pool. I know Rochelle's face is like, what? And we did that because of the type of traveling and the places we wanted to be able to stay. We needed to be smaller to get into them because a lot of our national parks in our country don't allow huge, big rigs in them. So that's what we decided to do. So we've been doing that now for 3.5 years. I run my business, Fair Henley Education, from the road. So I provide professional development for teachers and for teacher authors, as well as doing educational resources for teachers. I am also a podcaster over on what used to be the Field Trip Teacher podcast and now is turning into the Teaching Made Easy podcast. And with everything going on, that was delayed like everything else. I also have a YouTube channel for my business, as well as the blog over at Fair Henley Education. So I'm super, super excited about getting the Blab show back together. And yes, you can ask me all kinds of questions about traveling. I'm sure at some point we'll talk about that. But I am super excited about being back with these ladies because they are absolute rock stars. And people are not unmuting. So I'm going to let y'all unmute yourselves because it's not unmuting on my side. So try it on your side.
Yay!
So excited that we are back together. And I finally got it pulled up on YouTube over here on my iPad so that I could see who all is with us. We've got 6 viewers. Leave in the comments who's watching and where you're watching from. I see Shirai and Robin. They are old faithfuls, and I don't mean old like age-wise. I mean, you've been with us since the beginning, and we are so super excited that you are here. Robin says, bless you for going smaller. We keep getting bigger and bigger. We went smaller because, like I said, we wanted to get into some places that we knew we were going to get into, and we really wanted to be able to be off-grid. So, but it also gave me my own private office. So, because we did get a bunk room, so I have my own private office now, and I don't have to like work at a dinette or the booth. So,
Sure.
but I also taught online for I currently am still contracted to teach online with VIP Kids. So, love teaching online, and I feel for all of you that are still in the classroom and having to teach your kids online. My heart goes out to you because I can tell you it was super scary. I don't know if Misty will agree, but when I first applied with VIP Kid and decided I was going to do VIP Kid, I remember thinking, OMG, this is so scary. I've got to actually connect with a kid through a camera. And
Yeah,
you're only
agree.
dealing with one kid. So
Someone you
and
don't know, and it different everything. It's nighttime there, morning for us, and just
absolutely.
scary.
Absolutely. And it was super scary. But once I taught a few classes, then it was just like if I'd had them in front of me,
Yes.
it was no big deal.
Agreed.
So, all right. So that is our introduction. We will not do that every single time. We just wanted to reintroduce ourselves to our Teacher Blab family. And most of the time we're going to come in, we're going to say hi to everybody and be just like, hey, how's your week? Blah, blah, blah. Then we're going to get into what is our hot topic of the week. And I'm telling you, this is probably going to be a hot topic for everywhere. And I should go ahead and mention that you may notice some changes on your screen come through where you will notice our names change. We discovered in our little practice Blab that we could change our names and we could leave comments and things. So you never know what's going to pop up there. And Rochelle, I'm going to throw you under the bus here. She is the queen of renaming herself. So she will, and we will start cracking up and laughing. And so we don't want you to be like, what in the hell is wrong with these girls?
Well, can they see it in YouTube, or is it just something?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
can
I'm
they?
looking
They
at
can.
it.
Oh, they can. Okay. Well,
they can.
if I just looked at it, I would have just answered my own question.
We're gonna blame it on home teacher brain, right? Or the fact that your husband won't stop talking. All right, so we are going to jump into our hot topic time, and we, I don't know about y'all, but I have been watching that. Well, actually, I finally finished watching it. At first, I tried to watch the very first episode, could not. I barely got through the first episode. It was like, this is the stupidest thing ever.
Right.
And then I could not I couldn't get away from it because of
No.
all the memes all over social media.
Train wreck.
And I was like, okay, these memes are hilarious and I got to go see what all this is about. So if you don't know what we're talking about, we are talking about Tiger King. So who here that's joined us or in the replay has watched the Tiger King who's seen it?
And I said, I watched the whole thing twice because I had to rewatch. Say, is this really happening? Is this real life? Y'all.
Of course you did.
It's a true story.
I've only watched the first 2 episodes and I had to stop after the second episode and really figure out if this is like real life to these people. Because
it's real.
I was like, this has to be like a really sick April Fool's joke because
I thought
we can make a movie.
I honestly thought he had to have been like a comedian that was doing a satire. One of my favorite comedians is Eliza Schlesinger, and she's got a new special out on Netflix that's like something shorts or something like that, and they're basically little short video where she's in characters. She's a character. So they're like little episodes where she becomes a character. And I honest to God, thought that this guy had to be some comedian that I didn't know about that was playing a character. I was like, this cannot be a real person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All of this happened.
Yeah.
So do you think Carol killed her husband?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm still trying to think though if she fed him, put the sardine oil on him, or if he made it to the plane and I don't know. But then they said he was in the sewer. What did they say? First one, they thought he was dropped in the sewer. I don't know. Then they thought she cut him up and put sardine oil because she said in one of the clips that is exactly what you need to put on there for the tigers to eat you.
So one, I have no idea whether Carol killed her husband, but the memes that have come across Instagram and Facebook are absolutely hilarious. And I wished I could find it. I went and looked and I tried to find it, but I wish I could find it. But there was actually a Facebook ad. A company actually used an image that had a tiger, and then it had this tiger. It was a little graphic, a little cartoon graphic of a tiger, and then it was the particular ad was for a company, I guess, that does Facebook ad marketing for companies and or whatever. But and then it has your Facebook ad campaign in words, and it had a sardine oil being poured on top of it. It was like need something about attracting your ideal customer, and I went, oh my God, they used the Tiger King in their Facebook ad.
But this is but then talk about serious though. Even in his will, it said that she's going to get the money if it's something and a disappearance. The lawyer said that no one puts down disappearance. I would never think, my husband's going to be disappeared and I'm going to still get his money.
Faked his death just so that she could get the money and he's going to be sharing.
No, he was about to get a divorce. He was going to leave her.
It's all part of the
divorce her.
So she said, and then those people work for her for free.
What'd she say, Misty?
No, ma'am. And
Kevin is like, this is why you don't have life insurance on me. I've watched enough Law and Order and enough.
I know. I watched a forensic stuff and my husband's like, you're going to kill me one day and you're going to get away with it. Because I watch that stuff all the time.
So another part that I couldn't get over was, could you keep up with who his husband was?
Girl, I was about to say the wedding. That's probably what you were talking about.
Wait, the wedding.
Julie,
I was invited. I've got a pink shirt. I can sit in the audience.
And even the person who the officiant or whatever said, this is a weird wedding or something.
Yeah.
Never done this before.
Yeah.
This
is odd.
It was precious. They had matching shirts.
Kind of found out they both were not gay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
he was like, okay, listen, one of the things you're going to learn on the Teacher Blab show is you might want to not, if you look, we're all adults here, and you might, we do not have our channel set to be approved for anybody under the age of 13.
Yeah.
So, and we will try to not, be dropping F-bombs and all of that. I'm not gonna promise, but the point being is we may talk about some adult conversations on here. So if you got small children in the area, I'm just gonna let you know this is an adult talk show. So having said that,
Channel
guys,
is set for that too, by the way.
what'd you say? What'd you say?
I said the channel is set that
Yes,
it's
the channel is set
adult
for that.
content, so to speak.
So
yeah.
funny. My favorite, probably my favorite scene
What?
was when he's talking about how he met, I don't know, husband number 5 or 6. I don't know which one.
Yeah. About the porn?
He says, "Are you gay?" And the guy goes, "No, I'm straight." He said, "Well, how straight?" He goes, "Well, pretty straight." So when you watch porn, do you like it when the guy has a big one or a little one?
Oh my Lord.
Like, obviously.
He's like, "Well,
You're not that straight. What does that mean?
He goes, "Well, obviously I prefer the big, to see a guy with a bigger one." And Joe, whatever his name is like,
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not that straight.
Like, how does that tell you that you are or not?
I guess I just I don't understand where you cross that because you're looking at a ding. I when I watch and it's a big one, I mean,
I don't understand.
obviously.
But that was his thing. He had the young ones, and I couldn't believe that he stayed with him for over 10 years.
was dying. I literally, I know that I was eating and drinking something at that time. And of course,
Oh, it was like a spit take.
that's
like,
in
is that really what he just said?
right? That's like episode 2, I think.
Yes.
And I had already watched episode 1 and I could not believe that this was real. And then I'm watching episode 2 and I'm like, this is still not real. And they got to that part and I spit. I was like, did they just say that?
And his name is like Joe. It had 4 or 5 names.
Oh,
it always changed.
What is his last name? Exotic, Maldonado, Severning.
Maldonado was one of his married names, but it's a hard name, but it's Joe something, but then he'd have Maldonado and then the other guy's name. Now it's his new husband that he got married to 2 months after.
Is this going to be husband wives instead of sister wives?
How about
I don't know. They have a picture. That picture, you know what I'm talking
their
about.
marriage certificate
Yeah.
that had like all of the listings
Yeah.
on there. I was like, oh, they should have that framed.
And that picture, and they were looking in the air like they were just looking down, and one guy was looking up on his neck. I was like, oh Lord.
Okay, now we need to make this very clear. I don't care whether you're black, green, yellow.
No.
Blue,
Nothing anything wrong with that.
Gay, not gay, bisexual, transgendered, and all the other letters in there. I don't care which one you are. We don't care which one you are, but I'm pretty sure you need to be at least sane.
That is true.
This guy, I could not, I was like, what is wrong in these? And then, okay, so something that I haven't seen a lot of people talking about is, now let me, before we go there, let's jump over to the comments. So Shirai says she hasn't seen it, but she feels pressured to watch it.
Yes,
I feel for you.
That's why I started watching it.
I feel so dumb. I was reading, I'd watch these, I'd see these memes or these little whatever on social media, and I'd be like,
I don't get it.
I was like, I don't get it. I was like, and all this, did you see the one for the UPS driver or the FedEx driver, the graphic?
Oh, it said choose. Do you think she killed her husband? Yes or no? Yes.
Like, people are so bored. So
people are standing on the side of the road with a poster and says honk if you think Carol Baskin killed her husband, and people go by and they're honking it.
Wait, do y'all really know that somebody talked to Trump and asked him to look at his case and pardon
him? I saw that.
Oh,
and he said, I'll take a look
at it. He said he's going to look at the case.
I'll take a look at it.
No, he's not. Because he's in jail for those of you who maybe have not gotten to the end of the series. Spoiler alert, he's in jail, not for killing Carol, but for talking about killing Carol. Actually, I think what he's in jail for is all of the wildlife things. That's because I think they had to get him on the wildlife charges. He says he euthanized the tigers, whereas they found evidence that they'd been caught. And so anyway, that's what he's in jail for. I don't think they actually got him on the conspiracy to commit murder. I think
they said it wasn't that strong. You're right. And then they started adding all of these things, which other people should be in there as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
That did and knew.
But can we all agree that Halloween, we're gonna see a whole lot of Joe Exotic?
Yeah.
Like, let's just throw that out there. It's gonna be a whole lot. There's gonna be like the male version. If there's gonna be female Joe Exotic with like little cutoff jeans.
Yeah.
If there's gonna be husbands out there, they're gonna black out all their teeth but 3.
No, he got new teeth though. He got some false
I know, but that's not fun for Halloween. Halloween, they want to black out all but 3.
And then
I see the meme out there.
The
one
the first husband, and then 3. The one that said,
looks like David on the book of No David. The one that looks like the character from No David.
Yes, his husband. It's John, and John has 3 teeth.
and on he has a tattoo. It says "Property of Joe" and it's pointing down.
And he's got like a Joe one right here and a Joe one right here. It's like, we get it. You're married to Joe.
But they're going to show you later on.
Here and not here.
Sounds like
he said it wasn't because of drugs. He said he had bad genetics or something. That's what he said.
So Julie looks very perplexed. She's like, oh my God.
Oh, just give it a little while.
I know what.
I don't know if y'all know the Miss Piggle Wiggle books, but in there she is this older kind of odd lady, and she helps solve problems for all the kids in the neighborhood. And she has one about this little boy who doesn't want to share any of his toys. So the way that she told the parents to solve this is to label all of the child's stuff. And the little boy's name was Dick. So it was Dick's bike, don't touch. Dick's lunchbox, don't touch. This sounds like this guy. Label everything for Joe. Don't touch.
Don't touch.
I mean, he's got it covered.
Yeah, it's all over. But there's a few changes to tattoos. I'm not gonna say anything because I know you didn't watch the whole thing, but you know, me watching it twice. I had to go back over to see if I missed some stuff, and I did. You're gonna have to watch it twice.
Okay, so Robin just said, did you see the last one that was at the tattoo parlor and getting it done over? I have not seen that one yet.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Robin. That's right.
Watch it tonight. Okay, so I kind of want to get to some of these comments real quick. Shirai said, have you seen the Tony the Tiger meme that says Carol Baskin's husband tasted great? I did see that one. Love Tony. That was hilarious.
I didn't see that one, Shirai.
Yeah, we were talking about husbands. Yeah, he did have 2 husbands. Robin says, I guess in a world where they can have more than one, who needs monogamy? Well, you know, there are the sister wives. Although anybody here watch, I'm not going to go down this. Maybe we'll save this for a different day to talk. Anybody else here watch Sister Wives?
I have a long time ago.
So
yeah,
they're on the ins and outs. I'm just almost saying. I'm like,
they say that though. I never know if they are. It says it on TV, on the news, or whatever, and then they're not. So this is true. They are.
Well, there's. I'm just like there.
I know some of them want to get out for years.
Is it the original wife?
Okay, we all know ourselves, right? And let's assume we were all for gay. Yeah. Would you want to date yourself?
No.
No, dog. No.
I'm crazy as
yeah.
Women are
Sometimes I want to leave the room to get out of my brain, and unfortunately it follows me there too. So I don't need to marry myself.
So Robin says, okay, sorry, thought you guys had seen all of it. Oh no, Misty has seen all of them
twice.
I just need to see it. She's seen them twice.
And there's the series twice, and there's a new one coming out, y'all.
So that was the other thing. I just saw there's gonna be an after show.
Yeah.
God. Okay, so
I can't imagine that being good.
The other thing I couldn't figure out was, so in the show, there's that guy that's the producer, film producer guy or whatever that's talking, and he was the one that was coming in and was like, I'm going to make a documentary out of this and I'm going to make millions off of this. And then the barn burned and all the footage, and he ended up leaving, blah, blah, blah. So I could not figure out who finished the show.
Oh, well, see, there's a producer
from before.
That guy that left, there's a producer. You didn't see him. You only saw him once in a while. That other guy was the one that helped him make his Joe TV big.
But he was also working on a documentary. So
yes, he was. But the other one is the one that's in charge of the Netflix.
Yeah, that's what I couldn't figure out. Is
there's another guy, and there's some footage of him. You'll see.
And what the hell was Netflix thinking? That's
okay.
Hey, they were smart. Look.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. Netflix dropping a whole lot of garbage TV right now, and everybody is eating it up. I mean, when The Circle came out, I feel like The Circle blew up on social media. I don't know if anybody else watched.
Oh my God, I watched that.
Okay. That blew up on social media. Then quickly after The Circle just barely died down, then Love is Blind came out, and that blew up social media because that was a train wreck. Watch that too. And then as soon as that barely died down, Tiger King came out. I mean, Netflix is on it. I commend them. They are killing it right now.
Do you think Tiger King would be as big a hit had we not all been stuck at home?
Right. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, because we're at home and nothing. Right. I don't know.
We're already losing our right mind anyway, so why not lose it a little more?
And wait, a celebrity wants to get him out too. She's a singer, pop singer. She wants to get him out of jail, raise money.
Oh my God.
Shoot, I gotta find her.
Well, I saw that Rob Lowe wants to be the next Tiger King.
Oh,
Rob Lowe. Well, the guy that Joe, well, there's something Rowe. He's Jeff Rowe. I wonder if he's related to him. He's the one that came in and now has the animals.
Yeah, well, they're opening the zoo in a different location too.
I already followed them. Oklahoma Zoo. I want to make sure they're taking care of those animals.
Of course you do, Misty. You watched the show twice.
I'm following them on Instagram. I want to make sure they're taking care of those animals.
It's not another husband, is it?
No, this is somebody, his family owned a circus. And so he just came there and he said, I'm gonna give you some money, but supposedly he has no money. He rents a Ferrari or he rents a mansion. He doesn't actually have a lot of money. But he ended up getting Joe to sign over the whole zoo to him because Joe didn't want all this property because Baskin Carroll was trying to get it. So he has all those animals.
So something that I haven't seen memes about that I thought in the show was just as funny is, can we talk a minute about the old, overweight, blonde, redneck dude with the ponytail who apparently has a harem of women? Can we talk about that for a minute?
Oh yes, that's the one that had the animals for Ace Ventura and all that. Yes, he has a lot of women.
Yes, and some of these girls are not bad looking girls. Can I just say that they're right, pretty girls, and so I'm like trying to figure out. And they go and they service him and work the animals for $100 a week.
And they say, remember that one girl said they work all day and all night, 12 hours a day. And she, when she had her surgery, she said she was happy to have the surgery so she could actually rest. That's sad.
I'm thinking, honey, yeah, she had her boobs done so that she could take a nap.
She got out though.
And I was like, honey bear, all these ladies, I was like, if y'all want to be a prostitute, y'all can make more than $100 a week. Good Lord.
He says he puts him in a nice place, but she said, the girl who left said that they were in a place with roaches all over and it was like a cabin. But he says they all have a house.
I could not get over that. I was like, this is crazy that it's a cult. I'm telling you. And the girl that was interviewed said that. She said it was a cult. So
well, he actually was FBI went to his zoo right after the episode showed, because I don't know if they charged him or anything, but they actually confiscated some stuff.
All right, where's your drinks, ladies? Where's your drinks? Cheers.
Okay, wait. So what I found, so yes, I don't like the work of the system that way, But how about Carol Baskin's system? Oh, well, we're red shirts because we've been working here for so long. But if I want to be a green shirt, then I have to be for a year. And then she'll know my name when I'm a blue shirt. She'll know my name when I'm a blue shirt. Or if you wear some
system or something,
cheetah print leggings, she'll see you. But she won't see you and know your name until you're a blue shirt.
That's what she said. I don't know other people that could work over here. Who's gonna work over there for free and all day?
They volunteer, but they want to work up the shirt levels for free.
There's some of them that have been there for like, and when Carol goes, I don't really know who they are until they've been here at least 5 or 6 years.
Who are you? Who are you? And
but even then, she was only like, wait, I've seen you around a lot.
All I gotta say, the husband better watch out.
Those high level blue shirts.
Wait, you saw that picture of him with a collar, the husband?
Oh, the wedding pictures where he was in the tarps.
He's like, ugh, that's nasty.
So, all right. So here is the question for everybody. We're going to end this little segment. That was a very long hot topic, but that's okay. So we're going to end this segment with, do you think Carol Baskin killed her husband? Go ahead and change in the comments. Let us know. Do you think Carol Baskin killed her husband? Do you think she fed him to the tigers? We're going to go ahead and change my name.
That girl is straight crazy.
Killed him. Yes, she killed him. So slave owner said they have a house too.
What is it?
Robin said, well, slave owners said they gave him a house too.
Yeah.
You're right. That is true.
Pyramid scheme.
Right. Pyramid scheme. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So let us know if you think that Carol Baskin killed her husband in the comments. And then I guess we want to go past the Tiger King, because we know that everybody's watched the Tiger King. What else are you watching these days to stay sane while you're stuck at home? What other good shows are there? Anybody? Any suggestions?
I like funny because I'm tired of looking at the sad news, but I'm a Impractical Jokers fan, so I'll watch that.
I love Impractical Jokers.
Did you see the movie?
No. I didn't.
Oh
my God, I love Impractical Jokers. My husband loves them too. I've
I
never
love
seen
them.
Belly laughs.
I wanted to go on that cruise. I was seriously thinking about it now. Not so much. I want to go to cruise. But
Shirai. I gotta shout out Shirai. Shirai is so sweet. She said, I need more information. She can't decide if Carol killed Shirai. No, honey, no.
She put him dead 5 years and 1 day after.
5 years, 1 day. She was down there and she was filing.
Pronounced him dead. Yep.
All right. So Impractical Jokers. Okay, so here's a piece of Rochelle, you got a show you've been watching?
I mean, it's like my regular show. I'm not watching it because of the pandemic. I just love it so much.
What is it?
I'm a RuPaul Drag Race queen. I love that show, and it's just fun to watch. I watched yesterday.
I've never heard of that. I know RuPaul, but
oh my gosh, Drag Race, it's like my favorite. I've watched them all, but I haven't been watching a whole lot of TV. I'm like a YouTube person, so I watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, I do too.
Live on YouTube.
I do too. I have a tendency to have it playing in the background while I'm working. So here is something that I will definitely suggest that you not do. Well, actually, I'll tell you in a minute. Julie, you got a show you've been watching?
The Young and the Restless.
You getting the soap operas, baby. They barely have any.
In my family, we call it the show.
The show.
My mom got my dad hooked on it when they had first gotten married. He still watches it every day religiously.
Oh my goodness.
We all want to know what Victor Newman is going to do next. Hello, my darling.
I can't believe he's still there. What?
Oh, yes.
They never aged.
He died like 40 times. I mean, and he's been married just as many.
Yeah.
But yeah, I now they've changed locally. It's on at like 11 o'clock. So since I am home, I can watch it at its normal time instead of catch it on replay, or recorded, because normally I have to record it when I'm at school. It used to be on at 4 o'clock, so I'd like rush home to go see it.
That is funny. I love it.
Yeah, that's my little show. I mean, I watched like Lego Masters.
That's what I was about to say. Lego Masters.
I did not get to see Star Wars because it didn't record.
I'm gonna let you. Okay, watch it.
It didn't.
So I need to start watching Lego Masters.
Yes.
I have started. Okay,
Love.
so there is a show that I refused to watch because I saw when it first came out and I was like, this is the stupidest thing ever. And I love shows like America's Got Talent, American Idol, The Voice. I watch those shows. I refused to watch The Masked Singer. Refused.
I've watched it a few times.
I've never
Until
watched
now, I'm addicted to it.
Okay. Wait, when did you start watching? Did you start watching season 3?
Binge watched it. I started watching it probably in the beginning of February, but I went back and binge watched it.
Okay, season 1 and 2, good. I feel like they're clues. Like, you honestly had a good shot at guessing who the Masked Singer was.
Yeah, this season's different.
Season 3, they're making it, I feel like, next to impossible to guess these singers. And it kind of is like ruining it for me. I like when I feel like I'm on the trail of somebody.
I know who one of them is. I'm pretty sure. And Misty,
Wait, it's the same person over and over. Is it a celebrity? What
No,
is
it's new.
No, so the
celebrities,
Masked
it's
Singer, the premise
YouTubers.
behind the Masked Singer is that these celebrities, they might be professional singers with, John Legend or whatever.
right?
They might just be actors or actors. They might be sports personalities. They might be sports athlete, whatever. But they're just
There's
famous
internet people on there too, which is
yeah,
really
YouTube stars. Yeah. So anyway, they basically dress them up in a costume. Now I gotta say, I'm loving these costumes, first of all.
right.
But,
I
and
have
then
a favorite.
they basically go out and sing to a song. And some of these, it's so funny because the whole point is they're supposed to be being judged on their performance, and not necessarily the singing ability, because there have been some that have continued to go through just because they were hilarious on stage.
Right.
Only the audience is voting and the judges. So it's not like something that goes out to the public. But so anyway, that's the whole premise. And then basically at the end of each night, whoever has the lowest number of votes gets unmasked, and you're trying to see if you can guess who it is under there. Right. And so I will say season 2, which if you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna spoil it, but the person who was the fox, I guessed it. I knew who it was. Okay. And so
I was like on the trail, but I kept wavering. I'm like, I don't know.
I will say
guess was not right.
I will say this, it is not Jamie Foxx, which everybody thought it was Jamie Foxx. I was like, that's not Jamie Foxx.
Season 3, he came on the show and he was like, my whole family was telling me that I was the fox, and I kept telling him I wasn't the fox. Yeah. Like, I feel bad for him.
The Beverage Patrol brought me another one. And then I have the Paw Patrol down here who had to come say hi to you.
There's one on there that I think is Hunter Hayes. I've seen some clips of this season, and there's one of them I'm pretty sure is Hunter Hayes. I like them.
Oh, so they stay for a while?
Well, sort of until they get voted out.
Yeah,
and then they have to be unmasked.
Going.
So it's not just
Passage? Is that Passage or Passage?
Passage. That's the new hubby.
I want to say hi to my new baby. Hey, come on.
Hi, baby.
Hi to everybody.
Oh,
hello.
This is Carter. We got Carter about 2 months ago. He is this is going to be weird, but he is a black golden retriever.
Look at him. Yeah.
He's a Labrador retriever, golden retriever mix. So he looks like a golden retriever.
Look at him looking at you.
I know, he's a lover. He's a rescue and had a very, very, very.
I was going to ask you. I rescued one. I was going to ask if he's a rescue because I love that. Don't shop. Oh,
and of course, I gotta say, come here.
Oh,
and of course, this is Acers. This is Acers. He's got his own Instagram.
Oh,
this is Acers. Actually, I think the Instagram has got both of them on it now. But he's a Border Collie Australian Shepherd mix. He's a rescue also. But so those are our babies. I know, they're so sweet.
Oh, that makes my heart.
They had to come say I have my own bartender. Okay, so
we have favorite costumes.
Favorite costumes?
Favorite costume
Probably,
so far.
My favorite costume so far has probably been I probably have to say I really like Night Angel and Ladybug.
Oh, I've seen
Those
the
two
Night
were
Angel
really,
one.
really, I liked
I'm
it.
looking at pictures right now.
Night Angel.
I
and
loved
Ladybug.
the fox and the skeleton. The
Yeah,
fox,
yeah.
the gear, and he looked so steampunk. I loved it. And then I just thought the skeleton
I
was just
kept
so
wanting.
creative.
They
I
all sing
kept
the same
wanting
song.
him. I kept wanting the fox to do what does the fox say? I kept
Yeah,
wanting that song.
I was
but-
expecting it, so I'm surprised he didn't.
Yeah. So another show that if you have not watched that I recommend, and if you like drama type shows, I'd never watched it. I'd never gotten into it. And I just saw it and it's like, I need something to watch. And I watched Nashville. And OMG, I could not stop watching it with Hayden Panettiere, Save the Cheerleader.
Yeah.
I watched Nashville and it was fabulous. I was like, no, but I will just tell you that if you watch it and you watch it all the way through, the last show is I bawled like a baby.
Oh, Lord.
So that's another one to binge watch. Nashville, it was really good. Obviously your crime shows. I don't know about y'all, but I love crime shows.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody says, I'm jealous that you have a bartender. Yeah, I sent him a text message, said, can you bring me another White Claw? He's like, should I? Or
I
should
love
really?
Dateline, 48 Hours.
48 Hours. I
Married
think
at First Sight.
Shirai said the first 48 is one of her favorites.
Yeah.
So, all right. So yeah. So here at the end, let's just go ahead and wrap because we would be remiss if we didn't talk a little bit about,
Teacher
the crap
stuff.
that's going on. Yeah, some teachers. Hey, listen, that's not what this show's about. It's not for training. It's not. It's about it's fun. It's entertainment, and you never know what's going to happen because you
Yeah.
just never know. I mean, I'm drinking, so you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. And I'm not in the classroom anymore, so I don't have to worry about it. Hi, buddy. How are you? He says, "No, mama. No, mama. I need
They
you to
know
pay
when they
attention
have a
to
good
me."
home. They know.
Oh, he
They
is
know.
a snuggler and a half.
Oh.
And I will tell you that both of these rescues came home. Of course, we're in the trailer. Ace has been with us for 3 years. We got him about 2 months ago. And both of them came home. They were both rescues. They were both adult rescues that had very bad lives prior. So you never know what you're coming home with. These two have come home. They came home. They were completely house trained from the beginning. And we've never had an issue with anything. When it's bedtime, they let me know and we go to bed and we snuggle and they sleep on the foot of the bed. Sometimes they let dad come to bed and have room. But they can't. Yeah, they are. If they need to go outside, they come and let us know, and it's never been a problem.
It makes my heart happy.
They both love the kayak. Ace does not like it when we're not in the same kayak. So if we take both kayaks out with both dogs, Ace can't stand it because he's a herding dog. So he does not like it when everybody's not together. He can't stand when we're apart. But Ace also loves to swim. So he will go jump and swim and all that. Carter's not a big fan of the water, which we cannot figure out because he's a retriever. So he should like the water. So we're working with him to get him in the water because I love to take the dogs.
That might have happened. Yeah.
Robin says no remote learning garbage. No remote learning garbage. We're not going to talk about that, but we do want to ask you guys that are watching to leave us a comment down below. Are you teaching remotely or are you sending packets home? It doesn't really matter what you're doing. Either one, you got to do whatever you have to do. And we want you all to know that we're thinking about you. And what is going on here? Sorry, I'm trying to rename me. We just want you to know that we know that it's stressful right now. If there's anything that you need help with, be sure and reach out to us. Even if it's just leaving a comment on our show, on our page, definitely leave us a comment. You can join us over on our Facebook page. If you search the Teacher Blab Show, I'm sure at some point, Julie kind of takes care of our YouTube channel. So I'm sure at some point she will leave in the comments down below a link to the Facebook page. I think there's a link up on the top. If you go to our channel page up at the top, there's also a link to our Facebook page up there. I think I put it up there. And join us over on the Facebook page for continued conversations about everything that's going on. If you have a hot topic that you think would be a great hot hot topic. Oh, see, Julie's on it, man. She's like, I got this. If you think
Get
there
it,
would be something
girl.
that would be a great topic to talk about, as we go through this, for the time being, our goal here is to just have fun. Get your drinks every Thursday night. Let's have a happy hour and let's just have fun. And, you know, we might even do some after hours type stuff here in Zoom privately after our lives are done. Hold on just a second. Babe, will you let the pups out? Thank you. They're wanting out. We might even do some stuff in Zoom. Last week when we did this, we had somebody that actually joined us over in Zoom after hours. We just will never post that link publicly because that's when the crazy people show up on Zoom. And so let's see. Robin says, just to jump over to the comments, Robin says, sending all assignments digitally, encouraged not to do any kind of paperwork. Just today we was told we could do, we could if a parent requests it, but not to come spend any length of time on campus.
And what state, Robin? I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Robin, what state are you in? I can't remember what state. I think it's interesting to see how different everything is. I would love to just be able, I mean, I think it is safe to say, I know we're having conversations about schools are only closed till May 4th or schools are blah, blah, blah. I think it is safe to say nobody's going back to school this year. I don't really care where you are. If any school goes back this year, I would be so shocked. I don't think anybody's going back to school this year. I think we've just come to the conclusion that school is out. I feel for our seniors. And you know, I was just thinking about that. And I kind of I don't want to end on a bad note, but I do want to kind of go around the table here and ask everybody in the comments to leave something. How has this whole thing impacted you the most? So Missy, we'll start with you. How has this impacted you the most?
I just, well, first of all, we found out on our break at like 1:45. So we didn't get to tell them bye, a proper bye. So it was very sad. I don't want to start crying, but so as they walked out, I just told them that I loved them because I didn't know what was going to happen. And I didn't think it was going to be this long and everything. And I just had so much planned. I really had so much. We were going to do Louisiana Day and a few transformations. So I want to go back very bad.
Don't cry. If you need to cry, it's real. I mean, there ain't no reason not to cry.
Real
I just
and raw.
don't know if it's going because it could reinfect everybody. You know, I know. But anyway, it's a sad situation for those kids and for us. We don't want to not go to school, but then another side of it, you know, I don't know what we could do in 3.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Is it worth
it? And that's something, you know, I'm not in the classroom, and that's something that, you know, there are days that I wake up and go, thank God I left the classroom when I did, because I'm not having to deal with this the way y'all are. Because that would just be, you know, it doesn't matter whether I'm in the classroom right now. I can have empathy for you because I can only imagine. Mm-hmm. I'm like, OMG, that would be absolutely crazy. And just for those of you that don't know, Misty just left us a message that her weather is getting bad. So if
that was Julie.
Oh, that was Julie. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Sorry,
mine's passing right now.
Julie, so if she cuts in and out or she's got to run, it's because of the weather, so no big deal. But you know, it is, even if I'm not in the classroom. And I will tell you this, and I just posted something on Instagram, I don't know, last night or this afternoon, I can't remember, I think it was last night, about the fact that I'm sick and tired of seeing the comments about, you know, there are all these hateful comments that are on these different forums and Facebook groups and things like that about who do these teachers who are no longer in the classroom think they are, you know, posting all these tutorials, come take my course and blah, 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 blah. And the fact of the matter is, and I posted that, I was like, look, we're all in this together, whether we're in the classroom or out of the classroom. Those of us who are no longer in the classroom, whether we taught 5 years or whether we taught 20 years, we've got some expertise that somebody might need. And if you don't need it, then move on. It's very simple than that. There are going to be nasty people and really mean people out there that are just going to, you know, they have nothing, they have no joy in their life to begin with. So they've got to try to bring other people down. And I think that's really sad. They've always got something to gripe about. But I feel for y'all because I can't I left my kiddos and I got to say goodbye to them. And I can't imagine what it would have been like if I had not been able, especially my first graders. I can't imagine if I'd have just sent them home going, I'll see you in a couple weeks. Don't worry about it. It's just a couple weeks. And then to know you're not going back. So that I think has impacted all of y'all and all of the teachers. Going over to the comments, it says, Robin said she's doing weekly Google Hangout meet with our kids. Only about 15 show up and 52. Just say no to the crazies. Absolutely. I mean, it's crazy. They're crazy. And so are the people who think that everything's supposed to be free. Don't get me started on that. We're doing both, but we're trying to get parents to do it mostly online. I can't say my first year teaching has been boring. Oh, Shirai, that's right.
She's in Texas.
Bless your heart. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. I knew that it was your first year teaching, but I
second
totally
grade, maybe.
Forgot. Oh my gosh. Shirai.
We have a brand new teacher at my school too, and to say that he is devastated is an understatement.
Sure, baby.
I think Harry Long's going to have a whole new book.
Yeah,
your first year teachers.
Yeah. And like, it doesn't matter what kind of class you have for your first year. Those kids are so special in such a unique way. So to not be able to finish with your first class, I feel for you, because my first class was not easy, but I couldn't imagine not finishing my year with them.
And my little student teacher, she really didn't got all the experience she needed, and it's done. She didn't even get to, she only had me for a few months, and I taught her everything she needed. She's applying to go teach in Australia. But hopefully she didn't get to see everything, but hopefully she took some stuff.
Well, and there's so many teachers out there like Robin that said they found out while they were on spring break. So when they left for break, they just gave their normal, and and the thing about it is, and I've seen this, is teachers were like, when my kids left for break, we're excited for spring break because teachers need a rest. We need spring break. And so you're like, get out the door, go, leave.
Yeah, right. No, it's true.
Yeah. But it's kind of like when grandma comes to pick up the kids because mom needs a break, and you're like, get out the door.
They start bickering at that time.
You need that break. You never expect that you won't see them again, Right. And Shirai said they found out on spring break too. Sent them off with their typical love you, miss you, mean it. Oh my gosh. Now Robin says my biggest fear is that I may be leaving my campus at the end of the year and may never see kids again.
Oh, Robin.
That would be super hard. That would be super hard. Wow. Listen.
Man, it's tough.
That hits you right in the feels.
Yeah.
At least I know that next year I'll be first grade at my school again. So for the most part, I'll see all of my kids, but I know one was going to move, so she wasn't going to be here next year. So I don't get to see her. I don't get hugs from her anymore. And that's it. So the whole class, you got to take a day off and go to your school really quick and go and hug those babies.
And I had a parent message me. She said, because I taught all her kids, and she says, I was so looking forward to this year, and we came and finished with you just because I taught all her kids. And I know it's just
maybe we'll all be able to have a day to get together with the kids.
I'm hoping they have to pick up their items. I don't even know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because for us, the kids will need to come back to school to collect some of their belongings.
Correct.
Same. So maybe they can pick a day where it's it's going to kind of be like a normal day of school, bring a lunch with you, and we'll hang out, just to get to see each other.
I would love that, because I'm with Shirai and Robin. I found out under the worst circumstances, because I found out in Chicago, because I was there visiting my grandma who passed last week, and I found out I found out when we were at the airport on Saturday night. I got the email from my district saying that we weren't coming back Saturday night, and I was like ready to come back in on Monday.
Oh.
And we found out Saturday night. So like my last day of school was, I mean, it was Dr. Seuss week for us. We had field day, and it was a half day on the last day of school. So like I didn't spend a whole lot of time with them because they were playing at field day, and it was stressful because I like rushed them to lunch, and we came back, and I was like trying to finish like the last couple of kids during like their third quarter testing. And so I put on Green Eggs and Ham on Netflix while I tested the last couple of my kids. So like I known, I never would have done that. But that's how I did my half day with them, was Netflix Green Eggs and Ham, because it was Dr. Seuss week. And like that's it. And then I let them go. Bye, have a great spring break. I'll see you in a week. And
I didn't know if I should have told them, and I didn't, but they heard in the halls, the French immersion kids walked in and hollered it. And I was like, I was just gonna let the parents explain it to them and stuff. So I was very shocked when they found out in the hall I didn't even get to tell the other one. So it was chaotic. Some of them didn't know when they left, but some did. So
I think if you it would have made
all the way around.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem real at all.
I'm still like, they already called it in Arizona.
Y'all did it early, huh? Alabama did early. Louisiana, we're still like, and there's a big controversy in our district. Some of them say, no, we should have it. We should wait.
Yeah. I'm thinking that the governor may call it tomorrow as well.
Right. After all of the superintendents.
After he meets with Bessie and the superintendents. Yeah.
They're all saying to do it.
But I wish that
I don't anticipate anybody's going to go back.
I'm with you on that.
I don't think so either. I think everybody's just going to call their year, but then there's like that small part of me that's like, I didn't want to lose hope to go back, because fourth quarter, and I'm sure every teacher out there can say this, I can't be the minority, but is fourth quarter not the funnest quarter? It's like all the fun stuff. Like you finally, like you're nearing the end of your academics, so then you can like really get in there with like all the fun stuff and like actually hang out with your kids. And I know I do ABC Countdown, and we can't do that this year. Our field trip is
Yes, we had a field trip
Friday of the year. We do teachers versus sixth grade softball, and we literally, the whole school goes out there and they eat popsicles and they sit in their seats and we cheer on. Let's be honest, the kids always cheer on sixth grade because the teachers always lose. Like all the fun end of the year stuff is always the end of fourth quarter. And I'm just devastated that my little first graders this year don't get to experience that. And I had their older siblings and they did. So the kids that I've had their siblings are going to know what they missed out on. And something so like silly, because I went into my classroom to get this piece of garbage dot cam because I thought it was going to help. It didn't. I'm just using my iPad. But it's so different to walk into a classroom, and I don't know if any of you have done it yet, but to walk into your classroom and see it fully set up for kids.
I went today.
And like I'm looking in their cubbies and their dot binders are in there, like filled and ready for fourth quarter. And and their pencil boxes are still there, and their name tags and like their artwork for March was up there. To walk into that and know that like they're just not coming back. Like I have to finish their art portfolios with March, and I can't take their picture with like their first grade graduate that I take for them. And then I put that with their first day of school, then their last day of school, first grade graduate picture. Like
awards day, everything.
Yeah.
They don't get any of that. And that kills me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, our kindergartners are not getting kindergarten graduation. Our sixth graders are not getting elementary school graduation.
Everything.
Not getting junior high graduation. Our seniors, and Shirai or Robin just said something. I feel for the seniors, they have to reschedule graduation. Your senior year and this time of year during your senior year is always the most fun.
It's prom, it's senior ditch day. It's oh my gosh, it's And to not have that, my heart breaks for the seniors.
Senior
Prom and all, I mean, all those special times.
Prom.
And then they had to get their cap and gown through the drive-through this week.
But like, even if they redo it, so like, even if they're like, okay, you can come and we're, you know, everybody's in the clear, fingers crossed, please, we're going to go back in August. But even these seniors, they can't just go back because a lot of them are going to fly to their new states because they were accepted into their new colleges. It's like, they just can't come back and walk because they've,
No.
They
like,
have the story to tell their kids when they get older.
Well, you know, on the same note, but maybe a little less, you know, down because, you know,
let's get
sad.
out of that because I'm about to.
My
you
daughter
worried about last year, the kids coming in without
many of you, if you remember, you cut out, I didn't hear you, but if you remember, my daughter, Athena, has graduated, is off of college. She's about ready to graduate this semester with her associates. I did not know you can get an associate's in elementary education, but you can.
Really?
So, and then she's going to move on to university. Yeah, she's going to move on to university where she'll finish her bachelor's in elementary education because she wants to follow in mom's footsteps. I tried to talk her out of it.
Well, I tried to talk my daughter into it, and then she was in business and she says, hey, Mom, I want to teach high school English. I said, what? High school English? Not older kids. But anyway, she's changed her major. She's going to be a high school English teacher. I wanted elementary.
Yeah, I told her, I said, don't know. I know you have money issues and they're not bad money issues. She hoards money. Like she is a penny pincher galore.
That's good though.
So now she has anxiety through the roof, but let me just explain.
Mine too.
My daughter is a college who is a bartender, supporting herself, paying for college because she doesn't get any more financial aid because I make too much. And she is paying her own way, paying her own bills. I don't pay a single thing for her.
That's awesome.
And she's paying her tuition as a bartender and going to school full time. And right now, guess what she's not able to do?
She can't work.
But about 3 years ago, stepdad gave her the book, Dave Ramsey's book, Total Money Makeover. And that girl took that book and took it to heart. And she is probably the only 21-year-old college student that in the United States who is not able to work because bartenders, her resort shut down, obviously. And now she has anxiety about money just because she has anxiety about money. So she thinks she's going to be homeless tomorrow, but she doesn't have to worry at all about all of this because she had an emergency fund that she could be out of work for 2 years.
Wow.
2 years she could be out of work. I'm like,
does Athena want to be my best friend?
I wish I was taught that. I was raised in poverty. So whatever I have, I'm like, I got money.
I'm like,
so I was never taught to.
I'm seriously going, I need to call my daughter for a loan.
Right.
But having said that, on a lighter note, she turns 21 on the 15th of this month.
And she can't go out.
You know, we were talking about how has this impacted you the most? And I know this is the most petty, stupid thing in the world, but my daughter turns 21. She is my baby.
And y'all can't take her out.
Baby turns 21 and I cannot take her out to the bar. I'm like, are you kidding me?
I didn't realize
I wanted to take her with me to Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
I said, I didn't realize my Emily's going to be 21 in January. I didn't realize they were that close. I thought she was a lot older than my daughter.
Oh.
No. So I mean, that's like a mother-daughter rite of passage thing to take her to the bar.
That's
you know,
right.
I'm like,
I'm turning 21 and you're going to take her to work?
Yeah, right. No, we're going to the club. That's what I meant.
Okay.
I told her, we're actually currently stuck in Alabama. So, and I say stuck in Alabama. We happen to have been coming back from South Carolina, Florida, you know, because we've been traveling, and we were trying to make our way back to Texas. And we were supposed to leave here this past Tuesday morning. Got an email that our reservation that we had in Texas in Lake Conroe had been canceled due because we pay a membership to a camping type organization where when we can go to these campgrounds, and we pay a yearly membership to camp to stay in these places. So anyway, we were supposed to be leaving Tuesday to go, and they canceled all reservations for April. So everybody was like, you can stay where you're at till the 30th, or you are going to have to find someplace else to go. So we've opted to go ahead and extend here in Alabama till the end, until the 30th. We don't know that we'll stay here till the 30th because we actually maintain a piece of property with hookups for our trailer in East Texas, so that we can, we always have a place to go to if we need to stop for a while. So we think we're going to probably leave here in a week or so and actually start making our way there. But we were supposed to be in Lake Conroe to surprise our daughter for her 21st birthday, and I can't do that. And I'm just going to say I'm super sad. I'm super sad about it.
I was talking to my husband, and he said, "Hey, it's a 20-year anniversary."
What'd you say?
I said, in June, it's our 20-year anniversary. My husband's like, we're not going to be able to do anything. I said, oh, you're right.
Oh, I think you will, but hopefully
I think by then you might be able to get away with something.
You think? Oh, I don't know.
Hopefully you will by June.
Hey, we just made it.
So, and I know when it's all said and done, I can plan us a trip to Vegas, or I can plan us to go somewhere, and I can take her somewhere. But you know, there's just something about being able to, you go out the night before, and at midnight you let her order her first drink by herself.
Bellagio, baby. hit the strip.
So
no, it's sad. It's
you gotta hit
it.
So
yeah,
it's a sad, it's a sad thing. So all right, guys. Well, it is 9:16 now, and we are super excited that you joined us for our first Teacher Blab show. We hope that you had a blast. Ladies, what y'all think? Did y'all have a blast?
Yes. I had so much fun. This was, yes.
It is so
Makes
much
my heart
fun.
full.
It is so much fun. Oh, I know, right? Just remember that if you are out there teaching and you are having to do distance learning, whether you're doing packets, whether you're having to meet with your kids for an hour a day, 8 hours a day, whatever your distance learning looks like right now, we love you. Our hearts go out to you. We are right there with you. We want you to know that anything you need, just reach out, leave us a question, jump over to our Facebook page. Let us know what you think. Let us know. We're probably going to put some post up there that says, hey, what would y'all, what's something that's going on? You want us to talk about this or whatever. Leave us, things to talk about. Because otherwise you're just going to listen to us ramble. And after all this COVID-19 craziness is over, we will look at maybe going into a different format of maybe having some guest speakers. We might have guest people join us now. So if there's somebody you'd like to hear from, let us know. We'll reach out to them and say, come join us. Yeah, we can have more than 4.
Yeah,
so let us know who you want us to get.
No one has to hop out.
Yeah. Who's gonna hop out today?
That's right. That's right.
We don't have to worry about it.
So maybe we can get Principal Jerry back on here.
And look, so after Blab, I went and saw him in Houston, but I didn't have the meet and greet. 3 people paid early. So I told him, go tell them the teacher you're with interviewed him on Blab. See if he remembers, because it was maybe, I don't know, 2 years after or something. And he said he did. He goes, yeah, I remember. I was like,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, we little people, but he still remembered us.
All right, Misty. So you don't know this because you weren't here when me and Rochelle and Julie were practicing and doing this thing. But I said something about Principal Jerry, and I'm like, he's on my poo-poo list right now. Just gonna say, because we interviewed him on the Teacher Blab show when he, I'd only seen maybe he had a maximum of 10 little videos out. So nobody really knew who they'd seen him, but nobody really knew who he was.
Right.
And we interviewed him on the Teacher Blab show. Then he blew up. I'm not saying that it was because of our show. I'm just saying then he blew up.
Yeah.
So when he came to either Houston or Dallas, I can't remember which one, I wasted some time and wasn't able to get my ticket for the meet and greet. So I was going to get a ticket for the show. And I just messaged him on Instagram and said, hey, this is Farah from the Teacher Blab show. I lollygagged around and didn't get a chance to get my meet and greet ticket. I was wondering if it was possible for me to, could you do a solid for somebody, since if I could call in a favor, type thing. You want to know, he didn't even respond to me. I mean, he didn't even tell me no. I mean, I'm like,
see, I saw him again at PCA in San Antonio. Yeah, San Antonio is when I saw him again. And it was like we had to wait across. I'm going to get there like 6:30 in the morning, and it was like at 8 just to see him.
That's crazy.
I know.
He's gotten so big. Well, I tell you what, maybe if we can get, my people to talk to his people, maybe, we can get him on the show and I'll just ask him. I will so be Whoopi Goldberg and be like, dude, why didn't you answer me?
Yeah. You can't forget where you came from.
Remember your roots.
Remember your roots.
Remember your roots.
Yeah, but you also said somebody before we got on today that mentioned, oh my gosh, you're back. I mean, maybe they want to make an appearance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Starts with a G, right? Yeah.
Oh,
that would be cool.
That could be the first guest if they're all excited that we're back. Maybe that could be the
good. And if he's watching, he knows who he is. So if he's watching, he knows who he is. And we might just have to grab him and get him on here. And
come on.
Who knows? Fun though?
Come on.
You know who you are. Come on. One. We can have one and the other because we have more than four boxes.
Because both play a part.
I feel like
that's right.
The one working in the background is just as important as the one in front of the camera.
I know.
Boy, I'm telling you, if I had
giving that away now,
I'd be killing it right now if I had one of them.
Hey, I'll contact Aaron again. We can do it all over again.
I mean, if past guest wants to come on,
we can just start from the beginning and start contacting everybody.
No, I have no contact.
All right, guys.
It's basically me years ago. I'm starting over.
What'd you say?
No, I'm no longer juice boxes and crayons, rebranding.
I don't have any.
So that's no longer.
I don't have any connection.
I have no connection.
No longer.
I can get me.
All right, guys.
Oh, connection.
We are starting to cut out. I think weather is starting to affect us. So we are going to go ahead and end it here. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Everybody wave. We love you so much. Hearts to everybody. Go ahead and give me hearts. Give me hearts so I can take a picture. I'm going to take a picture. All right, guys, we love you so much. And we will catch you again. Same bat time, same bat channel. All you cool cats and kittens, join us again here on YouTube for Live with the Teacher Blab Show. Keep being education rock stars, and we will catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys.
Bye.